Pascal's Wager Endgame Review. An endgame review is a review of a game after full completion, so you can trust it. While the PC Master Race is enjoying a healthy diet of amazing titles and premium experiences, we, the mobile peasants, have to subsist with their scraps. Scraps such as XCOM and Dead Cells. Don't get me wrong, the scraps are delicious, even worth celebrating, but sometimes we crafty peasants mix it out with an entire banquet. And Pascal's Wager is exactly that, a noble feast for us mobile gamers. Dark Souls like on iOS is nothing special nowadays. You got Animus Standalone, Animus Repackaged, and Revenant Knight. All of them great in their own right. However, all of them feel unpolished and unfinished. Their levels are uninteresting and the focus is much more on combat, and traversal is non-existent. While this is great for short bursts, it's terrible for long play, and this is where Pascal Wager succeeded. You will get so much satisfaction after unlocking shortcuts on a map. The same satisfaction we peasants get when we find a golden tooth in the scraps of our master race. You heard me correctly earlier. The game uses map rather than stages. They vary in sizes and enemy types. And in true fashion of a Metroidvania, the map can be opened up with shortcuts but not with new abilities. In addition, there's an interesting story which links all those maps together, and it's fully voice acted.
Glenn, I need your help.
My help? That's not included in our contract.
If something happens to me, I hope you can take Viola and leave.
Now, we should talk about the combat system, which is polished as hell. You got the heavy attack, which is slow and does a lot of damage, and then you got your low damage but quick attack. You can press them 3 times or 4 times for a basic combo, or combines the two for a rage combo that uses rage. Rage is a resource you will build over time as you attack foes. Now, skills. The game has a deep skill system, and what you pick earlier in the game may affect the way you traverse the map. You can go for a finisher build, which is not that great, a backstabbing one, which is only valuable once you unlock the shortcuts, or, get this, grow a backbone and boost speed and damage, and straight up iced some motherfuckers. In addition to the skill system, which by endgame you would unlock all of them anyway, there are trophies. Trophies are passive gears that gives special benefits. There's a lot of them in the game, and you can equip them to complement your playstyle. You want to loot faster? Equip this. You want to backstab? Get those boots. You want to break the enemy's wheel and crush their little dreams when they get you down to 50% health with a boost of damage? Equip those. And just when you think the game could not possibly get better, there are 3 more playable characters: a thought, another thought, and the shitty motherfucker. Each one of them have their own playstyle, and that's something I would let you guys discover for yourself. Concerning those characters, you can only equip 2 at a time for a map you're exploring, and you can switch from the main to the secondary when there is no enemies around, or if one die. If one of them die, the other will spawn in, and if you can make it to the altar, you can save all your souls. Your bones. At the altar, you can level up, which gives you point to increase your stats. You can make potions and other consumables. In addition, you can make and improve trophies. As a side note, those consumables are not to be overlooked. They will come handy when it comes to the boss fights. And speaking of the bastards, they are pretty challenging, and their enraged state, which is triggered by losing sanity, is pretty terrifying. You are going to need the energy portion for them in that state, as they will relentlessly attack you until you take the knee, especially for the end boss. I will say less about those bosses, as I don't want to spoil much, but you guys should definitely complete the side quest in an area before moving to the boss, except for the 80th one. Yeah, there are side quests and collectibles that fleshes out the story. Now, we are going to talk about the bad. and the ugly. We are going to revisit the sanity system. How it works is the more you backstab and kill enemies, you lose sanity. And once you run out of your sanity, you enter an abnormal state where you take more damage and the enemies hit harder. In that state, you will gain benefits such as increased luck, and you can improve those benefits by improving your skills. Where shit really hits the fan is when you go even lower than that. An apparition, which is a shadow copy of your character, will spawn in and it will hunt you down through the entire level. Once you kill it, that apparition, you'll regain full sanity. Or you can use a sanity potion like a Chad, and that whole cycle I've just explained to you will not happen to you. No headache. Now, the sanity system is well designed, risk, reward, which is amazing. But the issue I have with it is the distorted effect there is on screen. That thing on the side of the screens. It gets on my nerves as with it on the screen, it is difficult for you to clearly see your path. And it may cause you to fall to your death. And yeah, there is softcore platforming and of course, death pit. So having this on the screen is a major issue, and I hope they find a much better way to portray the insanity of the characters rather than just basically try to make me become insane as a player. My other complaint is the lack of visual customization and the lack of New Game Plus. New Game Plus should have been included at release, but that's nothing an update can fix. And speaking of update, Pascal's Wager definitely need an update. For one, the popping trees and the popping enemies, that's jarring. You may walk into a room and there's no enemies, and then the minute you step close to him, he spawn right in, and you can even see their umbilical cord. They just spawned. So that's something that needs to be fixed. Now, performance is fine, and I can't really say a lot on this as I have only tried the game on iOS 13 running on an iPad 2. The game runs fine. Even at iPad Pro setting, the game looks great. The only thing I had to turn down is the brightness, and the reason I did that is because I want to preserve battery life. In conclusion, Pascal's Wager is a true Souls-like game, and there's much more to see and to do in this game. Now, if you are not into difficult games and you are on the fence about buying this game, you can get this item at the very first level. It makes the game easier. I am not going to judge you if you do so, you pussy. My final rating for this game is buy this fucking game now and support premium mobile gaming on iOS. For the slow turkeys out there, I said it's worth full price. I bought this game, actually I pre-ordered it, finished it, and I'm now looking forward to the New Game Plus they're gonna be adding in the next update, and I'm very satisfied for it.
Awaken, the sun burning in me. It's set by